Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Inspector Junior Simmons, Head of the Public Relations and Complaints Department of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. It is my honor to deliver to you Commissioner of Police Mr. Collin John fathers the message to fathers in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force and fathers throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So this is the Commissioner's Father's Day message. For Mother's Day, I recognize the commitment, effort, and work of the policewomen in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. It would therefore be remiss of me not to reciprocate and do likewise to the fathers in this august organization of ours. And as I address the fathers in the police force on this special day that is dedicated to recognize all of us, I want to stress on the issue of mentorship in the police force. One of the greatest responsibilities of a father is to mentor his child or children and be a good role model to them, not only in the home, but outside as well. I happen to know firsthand that the police force is populated with some very exceptional fathers who have done an excellent job in raising their children. So as we celebrate Father's Day with the rest of the world, I implore upon the officers who are fathers to choose a fellow police officer to mentor. Like in every organization, there will be those who will deviate from the rules, regulations, and norms. And the police force is not an exception to that reality. There are in fact some policemen who have failed to live up to the standards of a police officer. Through this medium, I'm calling on those officers who are fathers to see these intransigent officers as their sons and let them be your protégés. A mentor is defined as an experienced and trusted advisor. The mentor's role is to help the mentoree to find his or her own true self, to experience his or her own failures and successes, and by doing so, to develop his or her own natural strengths and potential. Primarily, what a mentor does is to offer substantive and good advice to the mentoree. When an individual is recruited into the police force and takes the oath to become a police officer, he subsequently undergoes 6 months training in different subject areas to prepare him for the arduous task of upholding the oath and maintaining law and order in the state. At the completion of this training, it is a general belief by many that the officer would have been fully transformed from a civilian to a paramilitary personnel. This is not always the case. It must be noted that 6 months training at the police academy cannot negate a preceding 18 years of civilian life. In effect, it takes a much longer time than that to get a recruit to fully conform to the norms, ideals, and objectives of the police force. It is therefore evident that when a recruit leaves training school, he will need a senior and experienced officer, a mentor, to further instill in him the core values and regulations of the organization and how to effectively and efficiently carry out the duties of a police officer. Clearly, one of the reasons why so many young officers commit breaches with respect to their functions is because of the absence of a good mentor to teach and guide them. As a consequence, I am proposing to implement the following initiatives into the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. 1. Implement a formal mentoring system into the constabulary. 2. Identify capable, mature, and knowledgeable officers to act as mentors to recruits and other officers for a period upwards of 5 years. 3. Formulate training programs for the mentors on an ongoing basis. Mr. Jim Valvano asserted, and I quote, "My father gave me the greatest gift anyone could give another person. He believed in me," unquote. This potent statement is very applicable today. Let us as fathers believe in our children and provide them with a springboard from which to launch off into a successful and productive future. Happy Father's Day to all. Thank you.